Zeppelin? Hey, welcome back, viewers. It's James Kalm, your half-assed reporter, and it's time for another journey into the dark side of the New York art world. We're going to start out here at Skarstedt Gallery. And we're going to take a quick run-through of Nice Weather, curated by David Salle. Well, I hope that wasn't too melodramatic. I popped in here last night for a panel discussion that was included David Salle and Gary Stephan, a couple of other people, and well, it was interesting. David kept talking about pleasure and boredom as a couple of the things that he kept thinking about while he was curating the show. This is a wonderful piece by Stanley Whitney, and it's titled James Brown Sacrifice to Apollo, 2008, 72 by 72. Well, Stanley's one of our favorite painters. Well, one of the things that they were discussing was that in a certain way the show was a response to the Forever Now exhibition at the Modern. And so I guess at this point there's been about 3 or 4 or 5 shows that were spawned by Laura Hopman's idea. This piece is by Mary Weatherford, and Mary Weatherford was one of the artists that was in the Forever Now exhibition. I think Mary's a California artist. This is Flash and Neon on linen, 117 by 104 inches. Well, there were probably about 120 people here at the discussion last night. This is by Shawn Kuruneru, Kuruneru, Longview. And these pieces are ink on canvas. Well, I have to applaud David Salle and the Skarstedt Gallery people, because I know that putting a show like this together takes a lot of time and effort. This is by Rashid Johnson, titled It's Okay, 2016, plaster black soap, wax, and walnut. And Rashid is also one of the artists that was in the Forever Now show. And, well, I like Rashid's work, and I was thinking that some of these kind of make me think of Jean Dubuffet. It's almost like a little face there. We got the eye slots cut out and the little mouth. Okay. Well, we'll just take a quick panorama of the main gallery space. Okay, this is it's actually a 2-gallery show. This is in the Chelsea branch. We're gonna try to jump on the bicycle and pedal up to East 79th Street and catch the rest of the show. But in many ways, I think this is probably the main call. This is the showstopper down here. This is a piece by Blair Thurman called Skin Mag, acrylic on canvas on wood. Well, I think it was kind of interesting. David Salle wrote a nice essay that appeared in the Brooklyn Rail maybe a month or two after the Forever Now show. And, well, I'm a painting fan, so anytime someone starts to discuss and analyze and present what they are viewing as the current state of painting, I'm going to pay attention. This is a piece by Albert Oehlen. Music Always. This is from 1994. Oil, enamel, and acrylic on painted canvas. Albert Oehlen is I think he's got a brother that's also a painter, but he's one of the few people that came out of, I think it was the Cologne Dusseldorf group, maybe Mollheimer Freiheit, and he was kind of a neo-expressionist, and then he's moved into a very kind of idiosyncratic abstraction, and has gotten a lot of attention. I think he just had a one-person show at the New Museum. It's another piece by Rashid Johnson. I think Rashid is from Chicago, and well, so far it seems like his career is taken off in a rather wonderful way. And I like the, I guess that's not wax, but some kind of black soap. It's a piece by Martha Diamond. Now, I remember seeing Martha Diamond's work, gosh, back in the early 80s. And she lived or maybe still lives down on the Bowery. And, well, she's just kept cranking away, and, you know, I've kind of watched her. I think at one point she was with Robert Miller and some other major galleries, and she kind of drops out for a few years and she comes back. But she's got a lot of fans, and I think these are landscapes, maybe urban landscapes based on skyscrapers that she sees here in Manhattan. Okay, we know who this is, right? Dana Schutz. It's titled God 6. (2013). If you're interested, we covered Dana's show, I guess it was last fall. You can look at it in the files at the Kalm report. This is a big painting. This is 106 by 72 inches. Now, David made a point of saying that he kind of corrected Laura Hopman's lineup and put in a lot of people that should have been in the Painting Now show, so maybe not, I don't know. This is by Piotr Uklański, untitled, Tripping on Lunar 2009. This is gouache on Lanaquil paper and glue on plywood. I guess you would consider this a collage, although Piotr has got a nice color sense, and well, the frame and the presentation is nice. Okay, here's a piece by our old buddy, Chris Martin. And, well, I'm very proud of Chris. I've known him for probably about 15 years now, and it's nice to see that he's broke his way into the very exclusive club. This is Untitled 2015. Acrylic glitter and foam discs on canvas. This is one of the paintings that was behind the panel as they were talking, and got a lot of comments. And you can see the foam discs. Actually, gosh, I was surprised. I thought there'd be some of this glitter that would have fallen off the painting, but looks like it's hanging on there pretty well. This has got to be the biggest painting in the show. This is Cecily Brown, Party of Animals, 2015-2016. Oil and linen, 97 by 151 inches. And I guesstimated it was about 8 by 16 feet. Now, Cecily's been getting a lot of attention over the last 8 or 10 years, and I was wondering if there was some more obvious figurative elements in there. It kind of looks like a hand. You know, she's got a lot of people paying attention because there were certain kinds of sexual imagery. I don't know. I guess if I stood here for 20 minutes, I could pick out some things. We covered a show by Cecily maybe during last summer, and it was all small paintings, and I was thinking that although there were probably about 30 paintings, that they would all probably only take up one corner of this piece. Oh, that looks like a little kitty cat's face. This is by Lucy Dodd, titled Buttleboo, Where Are You? 2015. Chichineal Tousley Floss Leaf Extract, Hematite, Graphite, Quarry Hill River Clay, Black Lichen, Matte and Mixed Pigments on Canvas. Okay, so I guess this refers a lot to nature, natural processes, chemical mixes. I guess in a lot of ways it's kind of like Helen Frankenthaler with muddy river water and vegetable juice. Well, here's another big painting. It's by Sterling Ruby. Tectonic Tantalia. It's acrylic, elastic and treated fabric on canvas, 126 by 96 inches. Well, again, we've got kind of a tricky process here. This looks like it could be some kind of a photo print, digital print, or maybe silkscreen. And then we've got sections of fabric collaged in. And yeah, it looks like there's been some bleach poured on this. Okay. Well, that was the Chelsea end of nice weather. We're going to try to pedal up to East 79th Street and see the rest of the show. Whew. Okay, viewers. Oh, I made it, and my little legs are all worn out. There was only about 60 blocks. Okay, part 2. Well, we'll sweep over the first gallery here. Well, this is an Amy Sillman painting. Someone Else's Dream, 2015 oil and canvas, 75 by 66. And, well, we covered Amy's show a couple of weeks ago down at Sycamore Jenkins. And, well, she's getting a little chunkier here in this. And this is a piece by the curator, David Salle, titled Hot People 2016, Oil Acrylic Charcoal and Archival Digital Print on Linen. Well, I'm not sure. I think that David might now be represented by the Skarstedt Gallery. So, I guess we might be looking forward to seeing some one-man shows by him here. This is Terry Winter's Testillation Figures 5. This is 2011. Well, a lot of these painters are very well known, very highly recognized. Terry is probably, maybe one of the top 6 or 7 New York painters. And it's been interesting to watch his development. But he's got a wonderful sense for the qualities of oil paint. Well, this is someone new that I haven't seen before. This is Patricia Treib. The piece is titled Aperture. Oil on canvas 66 by 50 inches. And, well, I guess there's a group of people that are doing this kind of virtuosic brushstroke paintings. And, well, Raoul de Keyser does things that kind of relate to this, and so does, maybe we'll see some more upstairs, Mary Heilman and Gary Stephan. This is actually an interesting and kind of unexpected Ross Bleckner. It's titled Burn Painting, 2015. And, well, this kind of makes me think of some of the work that Ross was doing back in the late 80s, early 90s. Oh, he's got a little like grid there that he's chalked in under the black paint. And yeah, there's a whole school of New York painters that all paint in black. This makes me think of some of his kind of funerary flower bouquets that he did as a kind of requiem for the victims of AIDS. Okay, we'll come up and sweep the top rear gallery. I asked the receptionist if this was the former Salander and O'Reilly space. She said that it was. I think Mr. O'Reilly is still in prison. But it's nice they're putting it to good use. This is Blair Thurman. Exquisite Cours. Whipstocking. Acrylic on canvas on wood. Well, there's a lot of sculptural elements here. And it makes me think of Frank Stella a little bit, but I like the games he's playing with the paint. Someone else I'm not familiar with. Richard Aldrich, Untitled, 2015.
David Salle, Curated shirt.
This is oil acrylic and wax on canvas. Well, a lot of these paintings are very thin and very dry. This is Rosemarie Trockel, and well, I guess you could consider this a painting. Sunday Prayer, acrylic on wood, and I don't know if that means that it's woven acrylic fiber. It appears to be. It's 31 by 39 inches. Oh, here's a Gary Stephan painting. And Gary's got a show up downtown right now. I don't know whether I'll get a chance to go over and cover it, but I think Gary's one of the other kind of long laboring painters. It's been around long enough to have gone in and out of fashion probably 4 or 5 times since I've been in town. And well, he's riding a kind of a nice little crest of interest recently. This is titled Giotto Not All at Once, 2014 acrylic on canvas, 60 by 48 inches. And well, this gets back to what I was talking about of the kind of the brush strokes that they really act as their own components. They're not filled in. It's almost a performative aspect to these. And well, Gary's been using some very, what would I call it, dry. It's kind of a suburban color scheme. A lot of the grayed out browns and pistachio greens. This is Louise Fishman, My Petrov, 2015. I think Louise is another longtime painter. And I think she might have been one of the first lady artists that was in a women's co-op back in the late 60s. Actually, I kind of like this one. She's stuck more to the straight horizontal and vertical grid format. This is George Condo, Darkness of My Life. And, well, George is great. I think Don Betchler introduced me to him probably in 1981, 82 at the Red Bar, before George became George. Well, George is a nice painter, and I always have to bite my tongue when I look at his work because there's a lot of humor, and if I don't automatically see the humor, I realize I'm probably missing the joke. And he's also nice because he references a lot of art history and painting history. Okay, let's see what we've got here at the final gallery. This is another Martha Diamond. Cityscape with red. Oil on linen, 72 by 48 inches. Well, some people were saying that they were a little disappointed in the picks in this show. They said it was all the usual suspects. So far, I think that all the paintings are all pretty good. There are choices that, of course, I would question. This is Joe Bradley. He was also in the Forever Now show at the Modern. This is oil and mixed media on canvas. And, well, this recalls a lot of the neo-expressionistic abstraction from the late 70s, early 80s. Schnabel and a lot of other people, although I think, again, Joe Bradley's got a kind of sardonic sense of humor. Looks like some of this was folded over like a Rorschach test. Oh, geez, somebody's doing little paintings. This is Nicole Wittenberg. She was one of the panelists at the little discussion that they had last night. It's titled Red Kiss 2015. Oil on canvas board, 12 by 16 inches. And, well, Thomas Nuskowski painted on these canvas boards about the same size for, I don't know, 15 or 20 years. Okay, this is Charline von Heyl, Troubadour. And I'm not sure, but I think Charline was also in the Forever Now show. So, well, I don't know, it seems like about 40% of these people were also in the Forever Now show. This is oil, acrylic, and charcoal on canvas. 82 by 78 inches. See, initially I saw this little strip here. I thought there was some text, but, well, no text that I can recognize. It's another small painting by Nicole Wittenberg, titled Yellow Kiss, 12 by 16.
Yeah, that'd be great, actually. Yeah, so you know, talk to people, then you just decide.
It's a nice Carroll Dunham painting. It's titled Mound A, 1991 to 92. This is actually one of my favorite periods of Carroll's. Kind of before he got into the dick faces and the goddess mothers, mother goddesses. This is mixed media on linen, 65 by 95 inches. And, well, I guess that would be figurative. Kind of get a little goofy face in there. And, well, talk about the usual suspects. This is Alex Katz. It's 2016. Actually, gosh, I like the way that he's split up his canvas here. This is oil on linen, 72 by 72 inches, titled Marissa. This is James Kalm reporting on nice weather here at the Skarstedt Gallery, 20 East 70th Street and 580 West 21st Street. Thank you, Kate. That was nice. That was nice. Thank you.